Welcome to the FanDuel channel and our video on a winning strategy for betting the NFL. My favorite and easiest bet to win for NFL games. In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite bet for the NFL games and how you can potentially use this strategy to accumulate winnings throughout the NFL season. If you like the video, please be sure to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the FanDuel channel. Now let's get to the fun part. If I were to tell you that I was going to give you the entire slate of NFL games to choose from, and you could pick two teams, and I'll give you an extra touchdown in your favor, how often do you think you could pick two teams that would cover given a full touchdown? If you're an NFL fan at all, I'm guessing you'd feel pretty confident. Well, let me show you a bet that gives you that option. If you spent much time on sports betting apps, you're probably familiar with parlays and single game parlays. Well, what I'm suggesting is using the parlay bet in a structured and consistent way. Let's take a look at the current NFL lines at the time that I'm creating this video. Now, I'm going to use the FanDuel app. It's the app that I like the best, just in terms of the way that you can use alternate lines, which is one of the things that we're going to do in this video with this strategy. So let's take a look at week 1 in the NFL for this 2023 season and look at the lines. Again, we're just looking for two teams that if we give it an extra 7 points, that we're going to feel really, really confident that it's almost a gimme that you're going to be able to cover that bet. And we're going to be consistent in betting the same type of strategy each week so that you don't get crazy with trying to pile on too many different options in your parlays, where you've got too many teams, or you're trying to get into the yardage for players or touchdowns. Those are fun, but for a consistent two teams with an extra touchdown, it's a pretty easy bet to win. Oftentimes, I like to take a team that is a bigger favorite and then buy them down. So, for example, here in week 1, I do like the Chiefs on Thursday night. They're given 6.5 currently. Now, typically, what I would do is click on that game, and then you get into the details for that game. If you scroll down where it says alternate spread, you can see the different lines and the odds change. You could go all the way up to giving the Chiefs, giving up 32.5, which I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can basically just pick the spread that you want, and the odds change, of course, depending on the points. Well, to get a full touchdown here, we'd be looking at taking it from minus 6.5 all the way down to being plus 0.5. But since we're basically at 6.5 into a touchdown anyway, I oftentimes like to just use the money line bet for those. So in this example with the Chiefs, we'll pop back out there and we'll just take the money line. Now the odds are minus 290, which is not good, right? It's not good odds for that game, and that's why we're not taking that game just by itself. But let's scroll on down here. You could take the Ravens. Take that down to where you're, a touchdown, a field goal rather than 10 points. I like to do that sometimes, where you take the team all the way down to under a field goal, right? You take a team that's a 10-point lead, and you take it all the way down to under a field goal. Now, since this is a full 10 points, taking it down below 3, because we're not going just a touchdown down to 3. The problem with 3 is with a 3-point spread, you're looking at a push if it's a field goal game. And in the case of a parlay or a teaser like this, a push is a loss. So you're not going to win your bet. You're going to lose the whole bet because you broke even on that 3-point line. So I like to bring it down to 2.5. It's a little bit pricey on this one because that Ravens being minus 400. makes this a little more pricey than I personally like it. I like it to be around like minus 130 for the 2-team parlay. So I probably wouldn't go this route, even though I think that's a pretty safe bet that Chiefs are going to win outright at home against the Lions on Thursday night, and the Ravens can cover, a field goal against the Texans, right? But you're wagering $100 to win 68. It's not far off from where I'd like it. I'd like to at least get a $70 return on that. I'm going to take the Ravens off of there just because it's not the odds that I would prefer to have on my parlay. So let's scroll through, see if there's some other another line that we like here. Sorry, keep double tapping that. Let's scroll through here. The Commanders is a big line. You could take that down to even, but I don't know that I trust the Commanders. This is here's an interesting game, actually. So the Titans are +3. I don't know. It's at the Saints. I don't know the Titans are going to win that game, but I feel pretty confident that Mike Vrabel is going to stay within 10 points of anybody, right? So let's take a look at what the Titans would be. Again, a full touchdown would be taking that line from 3 to 10. But what if we took the Titans plus 10.5 is minus 330? So now we're over a 10-point line with the Titans, and the Chiefs on the money line, we're at minus 134, which again, I'm looking to be around a minus 130 for a 2-team 7-point parlay. And then at that point, you're wagering $100 to win 75. And that's a bet that I would feel pretty confident in going with. So that's kind of the concept, is that you're going to pick 2 teams. You're going to buy approximately 7 points on each team. The cool thing about FanDuel is that you've got basically dang near any line you want to pick, right? And again, I try to get the numbers to where you're off a full, under a field goal, over a field goal, under 2 scores, under, if you got the dog like this, get that extra half a point to make it a much safer bet. But if you're an NFL fan, which you probably are if you're watching this video, you've probably got a pretty good shot at picking 2 teams. And if you do this consistently every week, where that's your structure, and maybe you do one, I don't like to do one at noon and one at 3. You could do that. The 3 o'clock game, sometimes there's not that many games to choose from. If you pick 1 a week, or maybe 2 a week, I'd really recommend 1, because if you pick 2 and you win 1 and you lose 1, and you put $100 on each of them, you're down $30 if you split them. So it needs to be something that you can consistently hit on. You're going to be able to need to win it more than you lose it, because you aren't getting even money. You are giving up typically minus 130 to minus 140 odds. Now you could sometimes decide, hey, I don't think I need the full 10.5 for the Titans, right? So you could just be like, you know what? If I got the Titans over a touchdown, I'd feel pretty good. So let's see, at minus 230, or at plus 7.5, they're minus 230 odds versus minus 330 for the 10.5. So, how much difference does that make? Well, on that 2-team parlay, now you're minus 108 with $100 to win 93, rather than that $100 to win, $70 or whatever it was before. So, I think if you stick with this structure, stick with 2 teams, it's going to make the NFL games fun for you. It's going to be a good way to come out ahead each week and kind of build builds your account up as you're racking wins together. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I am putting a link in the video for FanDuel. If you'd like to sign up for FanDuel, if FanDuel is legal in your state, you can sign up. The link should set you up with a promo to get a free $50 bet as you get signed up for FanDuel. But hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the $5 Yo channel. And go and make your own luck, my friends.